How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary dark web mystery box openings. But as always, before we dive into these terrifying accounts, remember to hit that subscribe button for more awesome creepy content just like this. A channel known as MKP Studios purchased a dark web mystery box for the staggering sum of $50,000. Despite its hefty price tag, the box appears to have been hastily packaged and is anonymously dropped on the buyer's front porch. The largest item in the box is a sandwich making machine that has been taped shut with the same duct tape that was used to seal the package. Upon opening it, the buyer finds a folded piece of paper covered with a mysterious code. Another item that he pulls from the box is a wad of tin foil labelled NB73 2015. The buyer notes that the small package has a disgusting odour emanating from it. He says it's one of the worst things he's ever smelled. When he attempts to tear it open, he says that something's falling out of it, so he refuses to continue opening it on camera. User NameBrand posted a video opening his third and last dark web mystery box. He made the video in an attempt to redeem himself after being highly emotional upon opening his earlier mystery boxes. Unfortunately, this one disturbs him even more than any he's previously opened. The box contains several smaller wrapped containers. In one, he pulls out a mass of what appears to be used toilet paper. In another, he inadvertently dips his hand into urine. After this incident, he has to take time away from the camera before continuing. The last item is a stuffed toy, much to his relief. However, unlike many other buyers who have uncovered stuffed toys, he declines from cutting into the stuffed toy to search for something darker, so we'll never know what actually lurked inside. User Jaskano is no stranger to mystery boxes. However, the first time that he opts to open his dark web mystery box alone, he gets more than he bargained for. The box contains a number of disturbing items, such as a mysterious SD card and several boxes that look like altars to demons. He's most disturbed when he pulls out a stuffed cat with a large gash across its stomach. What makes this most disturbing is the red stains that accompany the wound. However, the box isn't done yet. The buyer also finds a syringe with a red liquid inside. He's unable to determine if it's blood before his video is interrupted by a knock at the door. The police have come to confiscate his box. King Random Reacts is one YouTuber who takes his dark web mystery boxes seriously. He wears gloves and even a mask as he opens it. It turns out to be a wise decision. As the buyer digs through the box, he comes across several items that leave him clearly disturbed, such as a knife and a used condom. However, the most disturbing items are in plastic bags. Many believe the incident to be fake, but no one knows for sure. Was this staged, or was this YouTuber privy to evidence of an unsolved crime? A YouTuber known as Hype Mike purchases a dark web mystery box and is surprised by the sheer size of the box that arrives. However, it's a smaller box waiting inside that is truly remarkable. Inside his mystery package, he finds a Dybbuk box sealed in red wax. He opens it, immediately gagging at the stench coming from the box. Hype Mike collapses to the floor for several seconds before rising, evidently in a trance. He tells his friends to run before he begins chasing them, calling after them in a deep voice. After hiding briefly, his friends find him collapsed on the floor again. He awakens to tell them that a dark figure had entered his body after opening the box. They later find a candle and a small clown doll inside the Dybbuk box. On Mindseed TV, a user agrees to open a box purchased by a friend for $300 in Bitcoin on the dark web. The two put on gloves before diving into the box. The items that come out of the box are innocent, but their innocence is what makes them so terrifying. They pull out a child's backpack filled with items that a child would carry to school, a teddy bear and some child's clothing. They also find cryptic, empty bottles labelled with the numbers 5, 8, 10 and 12. Near the bottom of the box they find a USB drive. In part 2 of the video, they plug in the drive and find disturbing videos showing insects, surgical proceedings, human remains and 2 babies sleeping in a crib. It's difficult to interpret the contents of this box, but the combination of these images with the child's items certainly suggests something dark. A group known as the Boys open a dark web mystery box that was advertised as a murder box. The name is not a false advertisement. The box gives up a pair of shoes and a bit of rope before getting to the truly disturbing part, a garbage bag containing a dress that is saturated in what looks like blood. The buyers also find an expensive looking knife before pulling out the clue that ties it all together. Polaroids showing a figure from the waist down lying in the grass wearing the dress and shoes from the box. The video ends with the buyers reporting their discoveries to the police. A user named Killam decides to take the challenge and purchase his own dark web mystery box. Actually, he orders 7 boxes and 5 are delivered. He goes through the packages one at a time, uncovering a variety of odd items. However, the last package is the most disturbing. After opening the box, the brave YouTuber first pulls out various items of women's clothing. All appear to be used and all have had their tags removed. He then finds what he describes as a rather ordinary looking knife. He and his companion quickly seem to suspect that the knife was involved in some sort of dark and deadly deed. The box then turns up a USB drive. After several days, he decides to plug it in. The drive is titled "Do Not Open," but he does it anyway. At first, the drive appears to be blank. However, after a moment, the computer quickly begins to crash and the video cuts out. A YouTuber going by the name I'm J Station went viral for opening one dark web mystery box, so he decided to purchase another. He paid $1,000 for his second chance to own a piece of the mysterious dark web. His grand unveiling begins with some of the typical creepy items that are often found in these boxes. He pulls out what appears to be a foot of a large bird and a creepy baby doll with horns and red eyes. However, the box is filled with dirt, and the true horror of the box requires a little digging. He pulls out what was buried in the dirt, several small Dybbuk boxes covered with occult and Nazi symbols and tightly sealed with red wax. After using a large knife to pry the sealed box open, he is truly shocked at what he finds inside: photographs of himself. The photos appear to have been taken from outside his home. They show him relaxing in his house at a time when he believed he was alone. He is understandably shaken by the reveal, believing that some hacker from the dark web may be stalking him. Before we get to that #1 spot and take a look at a YouTuber who claims there's something living in his dark web mystery box, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on channel notifications. That way you'll be completely up to date with all our latest content. User Stromedy orders a dark web mystery box. The package that arrives is taller than he is. He uses a ladder to open and empty the box. The items that he pulls out are mundane: a tricycle, Apple products and a stick. Although the items are likely stolen, he believes himself lucky to have received a lucrative box. However, he notes that the inside of the box seems smaller than the outside, suggesting a hidden compartment. Later in the day, after dark, he begins to hear sounds coming from inside the box. He films himself knocking on the box and something from inside returns the knock. Stromedy is convinced that there is something alive hiding inside the box. He's horrified when his box begins to move and runs before he can meet whatever's inside. The taps are soft and therefore hard to distinguish, but they're frightening enough to prompt him to call the police. In part 2, the YouTuber claims that there's some kind of animal inside the enormous box. He says it escapes at night and roams around the backyard. Sadly, Stromedy never produces any kind of strong proof, which has led many to speculate that the whole video is a hoax. So look what finally came in the mail. This is the gold play button for surpassing 1 million subscribers. It's pretty awesome, it's massive, it's golden, it's shiny, and it's all thanks to you guys. So thank you so much for your support over the years. We've been running our channel for nearly 4.5 years, or a little over 4.5 years now. And there were so many points where we thought we would never get to 1 million. You've continued to watch our content as it's expanded and gotten better over the years. So thank you all so much. This bad boy is for you. If you want some more awesome creepy content, then don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out that video on the top there. Otherwise, there's a scary playlist there for you to binge on. Leave us a comment down below as well, or hit that thumbs up button because it really helps us out. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.